Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. Last time we did levels 1-6 through 110, and I'm sorry that the video went exceptionally long, way over. So this time I have a watch with me. I am starting this at 12:31 a.m. So hopefully I can keep the video to an acceptable level this time and not freaking 30 minutes long like last time. So it looks like we're gonna stop having to do 5 levels an episode already. God, that sucks. Even SM100, what up? Those zombies just won't let up, will they? Not really. You'll know that fighting zombies at night is different than the day. For one, you won't get any sun falling from the sky. From sunflowers, though. And lucky for you, you got yourself some puff shrooms. That's what we got at the end of the last video. Plant as many of those as you can, and you'll be A-O good. Yeah, so the second world takes place in the front lawn at nighttime, so basically these you need. We're also going to want sunflowers so we can actually have sun in this level. We'll get some pea shooters and some TSPPs. Temporary solution to a permanent problem. Because the zombies, they're a permanent problem. But these things are temporary solutions. They'll kill 1 or 2 zombies, but you know, how is that going to help you in the long run? Well, obviously if I'm using them, they will help. Anyway, as Crazy Dave said, you won't be getting sun from the sky on this level, which is a good thing that we have puff shrooms because they cost absolutely no sun. And there's one other plant we'll get that only costs no sun. And these things are super useful. They will be able to take down one zombie by themselves, but get past one zombie and, no, they're no good. As you can see, it's not shooting at the zombie in front of it. That's because it only shoots 2 zombies that are 3 squares in front of it. So they'll have to be pretty close, and that's why they can only take down 1 zombie, because they'll only have time to. But they'll pretty much act as an old pea shooter would once they get into this area, because they do just as much damage. It's just that they're shooting balls of something, liquid, gas bubbles. And you also want to get your sunflowers out as soon as you can, because you don't want to be dealing with, you know, loss of sun halfway into the level. Because puff shrooms can probably get you through the first level by themselves, but once you get onto the more harder levels of nighttime, then you're not going to have a very good time with just puff shrooms. My god. Alright, just take down that last zombie. Oh, and for the people who don't know this, well, I do live in Saudi Arabia, but I just got accepted into the boarding school that I chose in America, so I will be coming back to America and probably never living in Saudi Arabia for the rest of my life. Generally, because I just enjoy America more. I'm just used to it, that's the thing. I mean, Saudi is fine. I mean, they have everything you really need, except, you know, GameStop, so yeah, I'll be going back to America. I'll actually be going to a boarding school in Maine called Foxford Academy, and it's going to be a good time. It'll actually get me prepared for my 6 or so years of college, and I'll be ready. I'll be ready for them whenever they come around. Whenever I say any word to my, I was telling my math teacher about this, that I got accepted into the school that I chose. Oh, here we go. Money. Save up money to purchase cool stuff. Finally, that's coming into play. I was wondering when that would happen. Like I said, in the iPod version, it came up in the first world. No, these newspaper zombies, once you knock the newspaper out of their hands, they come rushing at you. They're not that much of a problem. But as I was saying, whenever I tell my math teacher something, he just goes on and on about some story that he had in his, like, when he was 20 years old or so. But I really enjoy his stories too. Like when he went to boarding school, because he actually went to boarding school, he would have the most annoying roommate, and what his roommate would do is, for no reason, just poke him over and over again while he was studying. And my teacher, he would just sit there for like 5 hours or so, just taking it like the man he is. And God, he's probably the healthiest, I know it's rude to say this, but he's the healthiest old person that I've known. I mean, honestly, he's got to be like at least 60. But he's like super strong, man. He's amazing. But anyway, so his roommate, rather, not friend really, well, he was his friend, would sit there poking him for like a whole 5 hours or so, and my teacher would just take it, but once he got past his limit, my teacher, he would get up, he would tie his roommate up, his arms and legs, he would tie them up in like bondage, and then he would shove them into the washing machine. And yet, his roommate would still mess with him. Anyway, new plant. Sunshroom. Give small sun at first, but normal sun later. It's basically your sunflower. Hey, you collected 270 coins so far. When you collect 750, I'll sell you something really neato. Yeah, we're going to be using our money for things that Crazy Dave will sell us. That's nice. Anyway, I'm going to use the sunshrooms just to show them off, but generally I find sunflowers to be more useful. They're basically they're sunflowers, except used for night. Alright, let's get some random things and use them. But sunshrooms are generally better when you're at night, I guess. There's just an upgrade to sunflowers later that, you know, more practical use sunflowers then. Also, the fact that they only cost 25 sun is useful, because you can plant 2 of them right off the bat. And you only need 2 of their little suns to make another, because each of the little suns they give off are 15 sun. Anyway, so yeah, my math teacher, I love him to death. He's amazing. I mean, he's probably my favorite... Expired, wow. He's probably my favorite teacher that I've ever had in any school so far. I'm gonna be sad to leave him, of all people. More than my friends, really. Oh, it's gonna be hard leaving my family, too. But I'll get over it. As far as uploads go, I'm not sure if it's gonna affect uploads at all or not. It depends on how much noise I'm allowed to make in my dorm room, really. Yeah, but there are times that people are going to, like, they're supposed, or not supposed to, but they can go outside at certain times, and I imagine that most people would actually have a life, unlike me. I'd, like, my free time, I would just be on the computer all day. But what they can do, why am I making 2 rows? Oh well, I don't care. What they'll do is they'll all be outside, and I can be inside, and I can record something during that time, because, like, I think, like, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I have all free time. I haven't seen my schedule yet. I haven't, like... Okay, so what the deal is I'm going to get my schedule, like, late August, I think. No, not late August, middle of August. But, the thing is, the school I'm at now, it ends a little later than most schools. It ends at the end of, what month is today? It's May right now? January, February, March, April, May, June. It ends at the very end of June, so that's pretty far into summer right there. But, what actually happens is the boarding school that I'm going to have to go there for the first time on August 11th. So I'm basically only going to get a little over a month for summer, so that kind of sucks, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. Oh, and this sunshroom right here has grown to full size, and they'll start giving off full size sun too, so that's fun. That's fun in the sun. Ooh-hoo. Anyway, so yeah, it kind of sucks that I only get a month-long summer vacation, but I'll deal with it. I mean, I think boarding school will actually be pretty fun. Also with the fact that I'm actually going to have a marching band and not just a jazz band that we have here in Saudi. Because, you know, you can't really have a marching band when the whole country doesn't have football, or American football at least. I've grown accustomed to calling soccer football now. Just because it actually offends me now whenever someone calls soccer, or someone calls football soccer. Don't ask why, I'm not European or anything. I don't know, just a weird thing. These puffshrooms by themselves won't be able to take down a cone head, so we're gonna have to put some extra pea shooters down there. So yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a little, it's a little more efficient with the sun to have some sunshrooms out here, and it definitely helps that I have 2 rows, even though it's completely not needed. But yeah. And if I haven't explained this already, which I know I haven't, whenever a huge wave appears, zombies come out of these graves here. There'll be a way later in the game that we can get rid of these graves, but for now we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, I guess they only come out during the final round. Well, that's a good thing to note. And no, for that matter. I guess I really could do with repeaters now. Especially with this setup. It's pretty infallible. And nothing's gonna get through this, really. Especially if I had repeaters. They'd be farther back. And they wouldn't be able to do anything. What am I at as far as time goes? Oh, we're at about 10 minutes right now. So that's good. I'm glad I have this watch with me. Because otherwise, I would have no idea what time we're at. And as far as how many levels we're going to do, I think I'll go up to 3 levels for this one. Because, I don't know, the levels are just getting longer already, so I don't want to deal with that crap. You know what? You get out of here. I don't care if I have to waste 150 sun on you. I'll still kill you. With a vengeance. Even though I have nothing to venge. Or vengefy thing. Why did I pick that? What's the word even? Vengefy, I guess. I'll use that. Even though I know it's not a word. As you can notice, we can pretty much just spam puff shrooms whenever we want. It's fun. Puff shrooms are fun to spam. Although we probably will want to leave some room for like cherry bombs or something to put out here. So I'll do that. Of course, if we ever need to, I can get rid of some of the puff shrooms with this. That's why it's useful. Ah, you get out of here. We don't need your crap. I'll just let him chill there while he's eating that walnut to get completely annihilated. Another one, really? Just die. I don't need to deal with your crap. More money. Oh, and if you may have noticed, we got some money from these lawnmowers over here. The silver coins that we usually get over here, we get 10 coin or $10 things for each of those, and we get how much do we get? We get 50 from each of the golden coins that we get from these, and sometimes the zombies themselves will actually drop that many coins, or that kind of coin. And there's also another kind of currency. It's a diamond, and that will give you $1,000, so that's useful. But yeah, for every single lawnmower that we have remaining at the end of the level, we'll get 50 coin or 50 things for that. $50. I'm just gonna call them dollars. Really? Oh wow, this'll kill all of them. Oh yeah, I'm surprised that didn't give us the achievement. Anyway, we got another kind of mushroom. Yay for that. What are we at for time? We're at 13 minutes. Shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. SM100 tiles. Yeah, you're gonna see that every single time. You know what? Since yesterday's video was so long, I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. So, that was levels 1 through 2. Only 2 levels as opposed to the 5 in the last one. Oh, dear God. But since the last one was so long, I'll end it off early here. So, I will see you all then when we do levels 3 through 5, probably. See you all then, and goodbye.